Hello everyone, I'm just going to walk you guys through some of the functions that the Onlive controller can do besides just play on live. Right now I'm on Lion right now, OS X. I'm just going to go ahead and plug the adapter into USB port. Turns on over there. And we're going to go ahead and turn the controller on. Find itself pretty fast, alright. Now let's go ahead and we're going to start this game that came from the Mac App Store. Modern Combat. It doesn't take forever to load. Okay, there we go. It's an automatically right there. There's a little icon that popped up recognizing a gamepad. So I'm going to go to Options, Controls, make sure the gamepad's on, go to Detect Gamepad. Then it asks you to start configuring the controller. You can see it's actually recognizing the button input when I press, you can't really see my controller. When you press start, it actually recognizes different buttons. But, however, I did notice that it doesn't recognize the trigger buttons. It recognizes the bumper buttons alright. But when I press the trigger buttons, it doesn't recognize the trigger buttons, which is strange. So I'm just going to go ahead and configure it to this button right here at the bottom, one of the playback buttons. And it also recognizes the analog clicks, which is cool. So we'll go ahead and click again. And it detects the gamepad, and you can actually start controlling the menus with an Onlive Universal control. I'll go ahead and start the game here, just to show you guys that it does work. You guys have probably already got motion sickness by now, which is fine. A single player start. So it works pretty fine. It actually shows the buttons on the bottom that corresponds to the Onlive buttons. So go ahead and play. As you can see, you can actually move around using the Onlive controller. Just jump, different things. Kind of hard to do with one hand. But it's strange, when I didn't put an input in for the trigger buttons. When I do press the trigger buttons, it kind of makes the camera just go weird. Also, we'll try with the L trigger. I don't know what it's doing, but that's just what it does when I press the trigger buttons. So that's that game. Let me try another one right now. Let's try this one. It's the same thing, made by the same company, so it takes the same process to set it up. There'll be a little icon that'll actually pop up at the beginning, recognizing the gamepad. Where's it at? Controls, detect gamepad. Once again, the same thing. It's going to ask you to press buttons on the gamepad and go ahead and walk it through that process. And once again, on this game too, it doesn't recognize the triggers for some reason. But I'll push the bumper and it recognizes the bumper. Same thing for the R trigger. It doesn't recognize R trigger, but it recognizes bumpers. And it does recognize the clicks though for analogs again. And it does recognize when you move the stick around. So that's on. I'll just show you really quick too what it looks like. Continue. So once again, I could control it. Those are the triggers again. It just does a weird camera thing when I use the triggers. This is the bumper. And that's that game. And then I'm going to try an emulator. I'm going to try a Nintendo 64 emulator. Where is it? This is a 64's. Go to the configure the controllers. And it recognizes the Onlive wireless adapter when I select it and try to configure it. This one unfortunately does not It doesn't recognize any of the buttons or anything for the Onlive controller. So that's that, just some basic stuff that does recognize the controller, and the controller will work for some of the apps on the App Store, or the Mac App Store. I haven't tried it with Steam yet, though. I should try it, but I haven't played Steam in so long that it's asking for like a 3-hour download, and I don't feel like doing that right now. But anyways, that's that.